Henry. It's the coach.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have... It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get off the field.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd and 2, trailing. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 5 catches, 111 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looking to throw it. Minshew got his man complete over the middle. It's Hughes. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now it's Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
60 out now.
From the gun on third down. Trailing. He's got Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Minshew, first and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. It'll be Minshew again.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They'll run with Henry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check. I got you.
To throw on third down. Trailing. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Pressure comes and the Jags block it.
That's all right, baby. Go easy. Other way.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Minshew. Caught here by Conley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Minshew. His throw incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Taylor Lewan, the former 1st-rounder from Michigan, flag there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Fraley complete. This is Lewis. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Chapman, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fraley, they set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Fraley. He finds Corey Davis. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Brett Kern now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A quick throw complete to Chark. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A first down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
44 check. 4 yards on the pickup. You better bring second down 6. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Henry. Breaks a tackle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Trailing. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Trailing, complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. Looking to throw. Trailing. And this one complete to Smith. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll set up a throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They begin with Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fraley. Josh Allen in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. all year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Fraley. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Fraley, and caught by Henry. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He finds Humphreys. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Fraley. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Throwing on 1st down. Fraley. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Off the play fake. Fraley. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? to the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Again, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Caught here by Conley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Back now in Nashville, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fraley, complete. Smith has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw. Fraley, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Off play action. Fraley. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Back to throw. Fraley completes it to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Fraley. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A very solid gain of 27. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fraley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fraley, it's caught. Humphreys. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Fraley, complete. It's Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got Lee again, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, with time starting to become a factor.
The Jaguars getting set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Minshew. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, this one complete to Corey Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He gets it to Humphreys. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let him know. First and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Fraley. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Minshew, first and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. This is Fournette, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down, Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good game. That's now 35 yards. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Jaguars, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already claimed